I just got done streaming and playing Xdefiant, and I have some thoughts about where they can go with the direction of the game, but overall, I don't have very good opinion of the game so far. I have a few main complaints with the game. My first main complaint, and this might just be I don't play a whole lot of Call of Duty or stuff like that, but the time to kill is super high. Every gunfight I'm in feels like it takes forever to get done, and maybe that's just because I don't have a lot of things upgraded or whatever. But either way, time to kill is super long. Second complaint, this is a minor thing. The melee is a two shot. I hate when any because I it would like surprisingly enough I would end up in a lot of situations where melee is useful, and I get my one. It's like the butt of the gun. Like you go like this to him and you jab him, and it just does nothing. It does like half. Like I think it literally is half. But you hit them, it does half, and then they just kill you. Well, then a lot of times they don't even kill you because the time to kill is so ridiculously high that I have time to get two melees in before they can even kill. If you're not hitting headshots, you're it's like a 5 second. I can unload a whole clip into the guy for 5 seconds and it just doesn't kill him because the time to kill is so high. That's my one major complaint with the game. Two, there was a map. I don't know what it was called, but it was the worst, like one of the worst maps. I didn't like this map at all. It was super close quarters gunfights, and it was like hard point, and it was like on this thing, and like there's like two entrances, but then they could also come in up top. I'm rambling, but the map was not good. I did not have any fun on it. The sniper, I played this for like very little, so not very little. I played it for a little bit, but it just wasn't fun. I just didn't have a lot of fun, and I want to talk about the genre that is like Call of Duty as a whole. So Call of Duty is better. Obviously, it's been one of the biggest franchises for like a long time in gaming. It's like a gaming staple, and I feel like Call of Duty, if it didn't have the nostalgia effect and everything that, because a lot of the people that still play it are people that played it as kids, or they get into Warzone or whatever. But a lot of the times with these type of games, it's we all grew up playing them, so we want to see them put out a new game that we all like, and it brings back that feeling that we got when we were a kid and when we were playing. But these new Call of Duties just don't give you that same feeling, and I think that's going with the way of gaming as a whole. You know, when we were kids, we were all so bright eyed. We would sit down and Mario. You jump, you hit the block. You're like, fuck yeah, this is sweet. And then we get older, you've hit thousands of blocks, and it's just, what's the point anymore? I've done this so many times. No one wants to renovate into something new. Everyone just wants to keep making the same stuff. And I think that's where Call of Duty falls into that trap where, oh, run and gun. That's what the meta for Call of Duty has been, where you just run out, you get 2, 3 kills, you die, you run out, you get 2, 3 kills, you die, whatever. But the whole like going like, and that's the same thing with Xdefiant. It's you just literally took the multiplayer from Call of Duty. Like you didn't really. I didn't see like even just playing it like there was abilities or whatever and like classes, but it's like I don't know if you guys play this, but like it took like class like it reminded me of like the finals a little bit. Like I took classes from the finals in Call of Duty, and they came into this one game that a lot of people were very excited about because Call of Duty hasn't been good in the past few years. But so everyone was really excited about this game. Oh, it's gonna change gaming. It's gonna change. It's gonna bring back that genre. And I think it just further proved that that genre is going to keep being mediocre until we see some sort of evolution to it, because it's just not there right now. And hopefully one day it gets back to being the genre we all grew up with. But for the foreseeable future, I don't really see that happening. And I think this next Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, I believe, has generated more hype than a lot of people, than they may. Like, a lot of people are talking about this game because Black Ops 6 is supposedly, and they're bringing back the old zombies apparently and all this stuff. I think people are going to play it, and it's just going to It'd be fun for a week, even if it's a good game. I think they could release one of the best Call of Duties they've ever released. I just don't think it matters because everyone's been doing it. And even if it's a good game, there's also other games people are playing now. I feel like you see now a lot less where people stick to one game. It's a lot of game hopping. And the main drive for Call of Duty is its like gunplay and its like military feel and the campaign and stuff like that. But there's only so much you can do with that kind of stuff, and I just think we're gonna continue to see mediocrity in that certain game genre. But gaming as a whole is going more towards these indie games, not these AAA studios, these indie games where people are being creative. They're coming up with new ideas. Like even just recently, there's been a lot of a big rise in indie games, and because they do something creative, they don't try and just cash grab you. You know, AAA game, and it's what AAA games used to do, where they wouldn't try and sell you on microtransactions stuff like that. They would create. It was more make a good game, and then have word spread, and then everyone wants to play this game because they've heard it's so good. But the issue now is with monetization is they can have a smaller player base, but if they just have like a player base that's even like a fifth of the size, but they're committed and pay microtransactions for all this stuff, it doesn't matter. They make money still. So hopefully with microtransactions, we see less of those. We see more of good game making and stuff like that. But go out and support your indie games. They're really doing their thing right now. And hopefully we can all cross our fingers that hopefully maybe next Call of Duty is like, shocks my expectations and is actually really good. Or Multiverses, as you know, is coming out. That's going to be my main game that I'm going to be streaming day one. So, but I'm just going to give, we're going to start a little series here where I just rate things, and we'll just add them all, movies, anything I see. I'm just going to make a video talking about it. But Xdefiant, for how mediocre it was, we're going to give it, it's going to be a baseline 50. It's going to be the first one on this first one. Mark your calendars for today. It's a first one, and it's going to be the first 50. Just flat 50. Wasn't really that fun. I mean, if you're a Call of Duty nerd, maybe you'll enjoy it more, but I didn't really enjoy it. But that's all. Peace.